we say good morning to you. We're broadcasting live on the road today. We're here at Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. Again, Eastern Star exit of Interstate 26 on this Tuesday, Feb 17. Happy birthday going out today to Michael Jordan, Michael J. Michael, you just say Michael, you know who it is. Michael Jordan is 63 today. Larry the Cable Guy, the comedian, having a birthday. He is 63 today. Ed Sheeran, the singer, 35 today. And let's see who else having a birthday. That would Kelly Carlson. She's 50. That's about as far as I can go on these. But certainly we know who Michael Jordan is. 63 today. His racing team won the big race, Tyler Reddick, over the weekend at Daytona 500. We'll be talking to Jeff Birchfield about that and other things with NASCAR and the Bucks, one of our guests today. Brian Moore, the play-by-play announcer of the Westridge Wolves, dear friend, going to come by and talk a little sports. Well, high school basketball, certainly in their particular conference with Westridge and DB and Science Hill. And we'll talk about that with him and the Morristown schools. Also get his take on some other sports news. Get his take on Joey Aguilar and just different things. He's going to join us coming up here in a little while. Since we joined you on Friday, we were at the tour schools yesterday at Cloudland, had a big time, and certainly appreciate the response we had up there. It was awesome, both in person and certainly across the internet, Facebook and YouTube. We've had tremendous response, and we thank you all for doing that. So since we actually did a show on Friday, we've lost Robert Duvall. Man, in fact, in his honor last night, I watched some of The Godfather. Consigliere Tom Hagen in The Godfather movie. Robert Duvall died at the age of 95. Jesse Jackson, the Reverend Jesse Jackson. I don't know what he's a reverend of, so I'm just going to call him Jesse Jackson, passed away at the age of 84 yesterday. So lose two folks over the last couple of days. Robert Duvall, 95, and Jesse Jackson, 84, are a couple of folks we lost since we last visited on Friday. We are here again at Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. Back to Robert Duvall. I know he got all that publicity about The Godfather, but for me, he did Open Range. Oh, what a cowboy movie. He and Kevin Costner and Annette Bening. I mean, Robert Duvall, we lost him over the weekend at the age of 95. So, gosh, we lost Gene Hackman. We've lost Robert Duvall. Lost some good ones over the last year or so. So, anyway, we are live here again at Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. Springtime is here. It feels like it today. Feels good out there. Here's the phone number to call, 349-6437. Planning an event already. Got folks have been calling, planning on vacation Bible school, field days at school, so on and so forth. So it's the place to come, the place to call to do catering. You can come in and buy meat by the pound. Michaela's going to join us come here in a little while. Maybe Brian, we hope. The door's open and they're right lined up. It's unbelievable. Of course, they're closed on Monday, so folks have been void of Phil's Dream Pit on Sunday and Monday. So Tuesday through Saturday, they're open and they're rocking it. And so we are looking forward to talking up the next couple of hours. The good folks here at Phil's Dream Pit, our pregame sponsor of Cyclone Sports. We are waiting for approval, which is amazing to me. But we are waiting for approval to go broadcast the game tomorrow night at Daniel Boone. So if that's the case and if that happens, then you'll hear Phil's Dream Pit as our pregame sponsor. So we've got basketball this weekend for sure. Tournament starts at Sullivan East. So guys and girls. So Lady Cyclones won last night at Crockett, and the Gents lost by 10 to the Crockett boys. So tomorrow night's game is huge for the Elizabethton boys. Real big. If they win, they stay out of the play-in game. If they lose, they'll probably be playing the play-in game on Friday night against Sullivan East at East. So, which will be a dangerous thing to do. So anyway, we'll see how that goes tomorrow night. Hopefully we'll get the green light from the athletic department, from Daniel Boone, that we'll be able to come call the ball game. We'll see. We're waiting on approval, which I'm not sure what that means, but we're waiting on approval. So there you go. So we may not be able to do it. I don't know. So if we can, we will. I'll put it that way. All right, here we go. National anthem, ready to roll. Kingdom Airs out of Dollywood to sing it for you. Then we'll jump in and take a look at top 25 college basketball. New number one, and the number 2 team right out of the chute moved up and got beat last night. We'll tell you all about that. Who's playing where tonight? Busy night tonight, too. All that coming up But first, the Kingdom Airs on show number 2,448 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show today, live at Phil's Dream Pit, Eastern Star exit of Interstate 26.
1, 2. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Talking to my buddy Brian Pipkin again from Phil's Dream Pit. Let's talk about Dream Packs. How can you help us Dream Packs?
So the beauty of the Dream Pack, Tom, is it lets you feed a lot of people at an affordable price rather than buying individual meals. So, if you've got a party coming up, a graduation, a wedding, just a big get-together in your backyard, or just trying to feed the family on a Thursday night, we're here with our Dream Packs. And great thing about our Dream Packs, we give with them, we do approximately 4 ounces of meat for each person, which is a pretty healthy serving. That's going to get you a good hamburger-sized sandwich. And 3 of our sides, those sides come a pint to every 4 people. And we can do those Dream Packs in numbers anywhere from 4 all the way up to 200 and 300. So as many people as you want to feed, we can assist you, and that Dream Pack is a great way to go to do that.
Company picnics, pick it, class reunions, VBS, Sunday school parties, you name it, for one person, 500 people, whatever the case may be, you're ready to go. You do it all the time.
Absolutely, we sure do. And we can do those Dream Packs cold as well. I actually did that not too long ago. Myself and a couple of my kids, we did a meal after church on Sunday. We literally boxed up everything here in the restaurant just the way we would to a customer, vacuum sealed the meat cold, took it in, and Sunday morning during Sunday school, we popped it on the stove there at the church, heated everything up, threw the beans in the oven. All the other sides were cold and served them right there. Did about 75, 80 people that day. And, literally 30, 45 minutes of prep, and most of that's just waiting. It's not really doing anything. So we can get those cold for you as well if you're planning on meeting on a Sunday or a Monday when we're closed. Just tell us you want it cold, and we'll get it cold, and we'll have it ready to go for you. That's the great thing about it. It's not just, here's a bunch of food, now figure out what to do with it.
Right.
We're going to give you step-by-step instructions on anything you got questions about how to heat it up, what exactly to do, and help you every step of the way.
Meat by the pound. Let me get over there. Meat by the pound. Tell me about this from Phil's Dream Pit.
If you're not really wanting the full Dream Pack, you don't need sides, or you're planning on doing a potluck thing where everybody brings their own, you can just buy meat from us. Pulled pork, pulled chicken, brisket, smoked turkey. We sell all of that by the pound. At, again, what we feel like are pretty affordable prices for everything being made right here in the house.
Closed on Sundays and Mondays, open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 to 7. Again, the meal plates, there's another option to go to from Phil's Dream Pit. There's 11 different meal plates you can work on. And last but not least, squeeze in the sampler platter. Tell me about that, would you please?
Sampler platters let you try just a little bit of everything. Any 2 or 3 meats, everything we serve except for the half chicken, but due to their time, we can't do them in the sampler platter. But if you're coming in and you're going, I have a hard time deciding between the pulled pork, the brisket, and the ribs, we get you a sampler platter with all three.
There you go. Folks, can't beat it. Eastern Star exit of Interstate 26. Social media, how do we find you?
On Facebook, and we're also at philsdreampit.com.
philsdreampit.com. My man does a great job. Been with us since
We
day
appreciate
one,
that.
folks.
Thank you,
Day
Tom.
one, he's been with us. We're going to continue this relationship. Our buddy Brian Pipkin right here at Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. Great sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show number 2,448 on our way to 2,500. Hello, Jacob Phillips. Hello, Tim Chambers. Hello to Becky Muncie down in Union County. Charlie's here. Charlie's got the pulled chicken and the baked beans, wearing it out. That's good. Not a whole lot of talking. It's going like this. It's good. Phil's Dream Pit, doors open. Folks in here. Got a couple of guys right here wolfing it down. Got a young man over there. It's tis the season. Been closed on Sunday and Monday. So open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 to 7. Phone number is 349-6437. A lot of folks are always starting to call up and get quotes on Vacation Bible School, field days, class reunions, wedding receptions, you name it. They want the great food from right here at Phil's, and I understand that. First time this year, a new number one beside Arizona. The Michigan Wolverines, the number one team in the country, jumping over Arizona. They, again, were undefeated Arizona, but they got beat, so there's only one left now. The Red Hawks of Miami of Ohio, the only unbeaten team in major college basketball. Michigan, 60 of the possible 61 votes for first place. Last time Michigan was number one, 2013, when they had the Fab Five, off to the best 25-game start in school history. Wolverines won 10 straight games since their home loss to Wisconsin. They've got a 2-game lead in the Big Ten over Illinois, with only 5 regular season conference games left. March Madness, obviously, if you look at the calendar, the 17th of February, March Madness right around the corner. I mean, it is here, and I think it's anybody's tournament this year. In fact, I was telling the guy yesterday, over the weekend, rather, he said, what's the chances of a Big Ten Final Four? I said, it's certainly within the realm of possibility. Michigan, Purdue, Illinois, they can play. So we'll see. Michigan State, don't count them out. Here's your top 25 this week. Tennessee out of the poll. Kentucky's out of the poll. Michigan number 1, Houston number 2. Duke at number 3, Arizona number 4, and UConn at number 5 this week. Then comes the Cyclones of Iowa State. Purdue at number 7, Kansas number 8. Nebraska number 9, and Illinois rounds out the top 10. Then comes Gonzaga and Florida. There's the team. Man, they're catching fire, and they've gotten real good over the last 10, 15 games. The Gators up to number 12. Texas Tech 13, Virginia 14th, Michigan State 15th. North Carolina, the Tar Heels ranked 16th this week. Then comes St. John's 17th, St. Louis 18th, 19th Vanderbilt, 20th is Arkansas. Then you have Louisville 21, Miami of Ohio, the only unbeaten team. They're at number 22. BYU 23, Wisconsin 24, and the Alabama Crimson Tide at number 25 in men's college basketball. Last night, 2 games, and Houston gets put up to number 2, and right out of the chute. Monday afternoon, they move up to number 2, and Monday night they get beat. Number 6, Iowa State knocks them off on the buzzer beater. Beat them by 3 at Iowa State. Third-ranked Duke blows out Syracuse by 37 last night. It was no problem for the Blue Devils in Cameron. So tonight, your schedule looks like this, and this is a good one. Keep an eye on this one. Number 1, Michigan at number 7, Purdue tonight in the Mackey Arena. Place will be rocking. I'd say there are probably kids or students already there, be my guess. They are nuts in college basketball, and I like it. But Purdue will be a definite home court advantage. Michigan will take them on tonight in West Lafayette. 12th-ranked Florida hosting South Carolina tonight. The Tar Heels, North Carolina, number 16 at NC State. Number 21, Louisville at SMU. Number 22, Miami of Ohio. Again, the only unbeaten team will be at UMass tonight. 18th-ranked St. Louis will play at Rhode Island. 15th-ranked Michigan State tonight, home to the Sparties. The Sparties are home to the UCLA Bruins. 24th-ranked Wisconsin at Ohio State. 9th-ranked Nebraska goes to Iowa. And 13th-ranked Texas Tech, the Red Raiders, will be at Arizona State. Of course, they knocked off, who they beat over the weekend? Houston. Tennessee plays later this week. They play tomorrow night, as a matter of fact. And the Lady Vols play on Thursday. So that's your top 25 in college basketball. Hello, Jacob Phillips. How you doing, sir? So right now, you know what? I want to say hello to Mr. Clark. I forgot his last name. He introduced himself to me. He watches every day down at Oak Ridge. So hello, that's Samaj's dad. Young lady who had a double-double last night. Named Player of the Week in the conference, the Appalachian Athletic Conference, for the seventh time, I should say, this season. 4 offensive and 3 defensive. She is the leading scorer and rebounder in the AAC. She plays at Milligan. Had a double-double last night. So her daddy came up to me before the broadcast and said, we listen all the time in Oak Ridge. So hello to Oak Ridge down in the Atomic City. Thank you all for watching the show, Mr. Clark, and very kind comments. We appreciate him very much. And his daughter can flat play. Wow. So unassuming, never shows any emotion, just plays. He said, I brought that up to him. He said, yeah, her daddy, which would be him, said, I bounce off the walls. I'm high-strung and revved up. And he said, you know, it was, but for Samaj, very unassuming, blue collar, play the game, no emotion. Hello, Linda Vaughn. How you doing, lady? We always dedicate our broadcast to the man who hung on the cross, and that would be the Lord Jesus. The least I can do, you know what I'm going to say, because I say it every day on the show and every ball game. For all he's done for me and for you, quite frankly, the least I can do is take 30 seconds and read a Bible verse and give him the proper credit he's due. So, and here it is. Here's the verse today. It says, no matter what we're dealing with, we need to believe that we will make it through this day and that God will carry us until the day is done. Whew! Isaiah 12:2 says, surely God is my salvation. Whew! I will trust and not be afraid. Wow. The Lord is my strength and my song. He's become my salvation. Remember, God doesn't expect the impossible from us. He wants us to expect the impossible from him. Whew! Preach it. Thank you, Lord, for all you do for us. All right, Lisa Baker says, please eat some pills from her. You better believe it. Gonna wear it out here in a little while. Be like a hog at a trough. Absolutely. Get me, I may do what Charlie did today. I may get me a little pulled chicken, baked beans. I may just follow him. That's a pretty good combo. Never met the man, but made a new friend. Charlie's over there. I may just do what he did when I got off there. I know who's coming up next. My buddy Brian Moore. We go back a long way. He's got to talk with Westridge Wolves. He's going to talk NCAA sports. Where are we going with all this? I'm going to let him be the commissioner for a day. How can we fix this mess we're in? We got a mess. I think we got a mess. Think we got a mess? We got a mess. Absolutely. The wheels are flying off the wagon. What are we going to do? Joey Aguilar's, I'm not sure they've made a decision about that. I don't know why. Why would you not make a decision? Bediako's out for Alabama. Amari Bailey's going to sue the NCAA because he played for the Charlotte Hornets, wants to come back, play some more at UCLA, another year of eligibility, and they're considering it. The wheels are flying off the wagon, as we say, and Brian Moore's got all the answers. Our dear friend, we go back a long way. He's the play-by-play man with the Westridge Wolves. Gracious enough to come here, and we're going to put him on the show right after this. From the good folks, let's see who we're going to let. Why not? Phil's Dream Pit on the Tom Taylor Sports. Buddy Michaela Miller from Phil's Dream Pit. Catering. Tell us catering opportunities using Phil's Dream Pit.
Well, where do I start? You call me, you tell me how many people you want. It's $13.99 per person. It'll be a 15% gratuity on top of that with a $200 setup and serve fee. And what that's going to get you is me and a team of 5 or 6, depending on how many I need, will come out. I'll set up my food. I make your sandwiches. We'll serve all your sides. We clean up, get out of your hair, and you never know we were there.
What are the options on the menu?
Pretty much it's open game.
Anything?
Yeah, open game.
Yep.
Okay, the hash brown casserole. We don't do the hash brown casserole in bulk or catering at all.
349-6437. Catering opportunities for any event coming up. Give them a call right here at Phil's Dream Pit. The quest for perfect barbecue, catering any event. Call her, ask for Michaela, and let her step you through how she can help you with catering from Phil's Dream Pit, one of our great sponsors on the Tom Taylor Sports Show and on Cyclone Football. We're back. We're ready to go. Andrew Lewis, Northeast Community Credit Union. Readers are winners. Year number 2. We're jacked up to do it again this year.
We're so excited.
Yep, we are excited. And so it's a chance for these kids at Eastside Elementary, Westside Elementary, and Harold McCormick Elementary win some cool prizes for reading. What's going on?
The first 9 weeks, we're going to be giving out those cool water bottles. Second 9 weeks, T-shirts.
T-shirts with a new design.
Absolutely, new color, all that fun stuff. The third 9 weeks, we're gonna have a sweet new sticker. We'll get more into that later. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Whole point is readers are winners year number 2 at the 3 elementary schools and Elizabethton City Schools. Thanks to Northeast Community Credit Union. They're paying for all this through their corporate sponsor, and we love them for doing that. The bottom line is leaders are readers, readers are winners. Year number 2, getting ready to get started up soon, like right now, right away, for all these youngsters, again, at Harold McCormick, West Side and East Side Elementary. Big thanks to the Northeast Community Credit Union for partnering with us to do Readers Are Winners in Elizabethton City Schools. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, glad to have him here. Let's get him where we can see him. Good morning, sir. How you doing?
I'm okay. I think I got a cold the other night over at Elizabethton.
Blame it. Blame it on Betsy.
Exactly.
Yeah, we get blamed for a lot. So hello, Patsy Lyons. Hello to Lisa Baker. Okay. Yeah. Look at you. You're so sweet, Michaela.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't care what Brian says. I like you. There you go. Westridge Wolves. Let's talk about them. They start tournament play. The ladies and guys. Let's start with the ladies. When's that crank up?
Ladies will play Friday night. Not sure exactly who they're going to play yet. There was 3 options. It could have been Daniel. It could have been Science Hill, Dobbins Bennett, or Morristown West. Depending on how things worked out last Friday. I haven't talked to Christy to see who exactly they're playing, but they'll be playing Friday against one of those 3 teams.
Yep. Saw them the other night. Pretty good basketball team.
Yes.
Carter Jones, they can go. Westridge can play.
Yes.
They're a good basketball team.
Yeah.
And so.
Set a school record, 22 wins.
Wow.
It's a school record. So some goals that are still pending for them. The goals coming into this season, because Westridge felt like they had unfinished business from last year. They got all the way to the district finals, lost to Daniel Boone after beating Boone in the regular season. That was a bitter pill to swallow. Carter Jones was injured. We did not know that at the time, that she was hurt. So the conference championship wound up being tied for the conference, lost in the district finals. So for this year, 20 wins. Check that off. They've done that.
Wow.
Going for the district championship, the first ever in basketball at Westridge. Very winnable for them. Morristown East is formidable, and so they'll be facing potentially them. But the way things are this year, anybody, they lost to Dobbins Bennett. Science Hills played them tough. Morristown West is also difficult. So really, you got to be ready to play any night on the girls' side of things. Anybody can beat anybody. But Morristown East and Westridge are the 2 favorites, prohibitive favorites to meet in the championship game.
So it's basically wide open, in
It
theory.
is. It is. In theory, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're being played where?
Morristown East.
Morristown East. Got to go down there this year. Where's your regional? Because we all travel this year.
Sevier County.
Sevier County for you all. We go to Granger. Let's see. I talked up at Cloudland yesterday. Was there for the show. They go to Washburn, which is a haul. To go from Cloudland on the bus to Washburn to play.
Wow.
That is a pack your lunch kind of trip. So what about the boys of Westridge? What's going on there?
Well, you saw the game Friday night, and Elizabethton played very, very well and really whipped Westridge. Westridge have outstanding kids. They play hard. They always play hard, and that's one of the things that John Dyer loves about this team. Doesn't have a lot of height. That's obvious, and that was really obvious Friday night. Nathan Bailey and Jackson Buckles kind of had their way in the paint. So 3 things have to happen for Westridge to be successful. Number 1 is that Grant Thompson and Will Holmes, their 2 leading scorers, have to score.
Yep.
They have to have 20 points a game each.
I agree.
Second thing that's got to happen is a third member of the team kind of has to step up. A Jackson Light, Mason Stump, Ronnie Smith. Someone else has got to step up and give double-digit performance, 12 to 15 points, something along those lines. And the third thing is 3-point shots. If they make 10 3-pointers in a game, they got a good shot to win. That's kind of their formula for success. So, for example, maybe the best game they played this year was the game against Elizabethton at Westridge. They won the game handily. In that game, they made 14 3-pointers. Jackson Light and Mason Stump both scored in double figures, and Grant Thompson and Will Holmes got their points as well. So when that happens, they can hang with anybody.
I think, yep, those guys can shoot. Saw them at the Betsy Bash, Christmas. Saw them the other night. Holmes and Thompson, and they can light them up. I think the key to your team is Smith in the middle. He's got to get some boards.
Yeah.
Number
yeah.
5. He's
Yeah.
got to be the man in the middle. What his first name is?
Ronnie Smith.
Ronnie Smith. I think, for me, watching this as a fan, I'm thinking Thompson and Holmes will get their shots. They're too good. Jackson Light drives to the hole pretty good. Stump does too. But I think the guy that's the glue to this thing to get you down the road is Ronnie Smith. He's got to pound the boards, get some boards for you.
Yeah.
So, but you're exactly right on your points too, and you call them every game. So, we're here live at Phil's Dream Pit. We're talking to our buddy still on the screen, Brian Moore. So, who is the best team? You have called teams that I've not called this year because we're two different. So, who's the best team you've seen Westridge play this year?
Dobbins Bennett. So Dobbins Bennett, when they are on,
They click.
yes. So it was the second time. The first time Westridge played them, it was 73-58. It was a close game into the fourth quarter, and it was Elijah Thomas really took over in the second half for Dobbins Bennett. That was the difference in the game. The second time that they played over at the Dome, Dobbins Bennett came out. The full court pressure really gave Westridge some problems. They got off to a really big lead. So when DB is doing what they do, they've got depth, they've got athleticism, they've got shooters. So from what I've seen, they're the best team that I've seen this year.
What about on the girls' side?
Girls' side, Daniel Boone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We see them tomorrow night.
Yeah.
In a makeup game from the snow. So, and then the tournament starts this week for us at Sullivan East. So it's a springboard. They're ranked 3rd in the state this week, and with good reason they can play. They have all. They got all. They got the size inside with Story. They got the shooters. They got Flores, Miss Basketball finalist and 3A in the state.
And a very good coach too, John.
And a very good coach, John Good. Yep. And he's, it's one thing. Back in the day when you had the Celtics and Bird and those guys and the Lakers, everybody said, well, it's easy to coach these teams. No, when you have all that talent, you only have one basketball.
Exactly.
You got to keep everybody happy.
Yeah.
So John Good's doing a great job mixing and matching the pieces at Boone and keep, he keeps the pedal to the metal. And so we'll see if they can get on down the road. I know North Green Unacus girls are ranked this week. So in single A, we certainly hope they go on down the trail too. On the other side, Jackson Simmons, Unicoi County, is named Mr. Basketball finalist. So he is one of the 3 and 3A in the state. It'd be really cool to see Andrea Flores and Daniel Boone and Jackson Simmons, Unicoi County both win Miss and Mr. Basketball respectively and bring it back to Northeast Tennessee.
Yeah, Jackson, he can flat play because
boy.
In the Betsy Bash holiday tournament, Unicoi County beat Westridge, and I think Simmons had 30, 25 or 30 points.
Yep.
And almost automatic when he gets the ball in his hands and shoots, it's going in, or it's pretty close to going in.
Yep. He's signed to play at Milligan, so he's going to be a Buffalo, which they're getting a good one, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
So, anybody, do you think, DB or you think anybody up here can get on down the road and make some noise?
Dobbins Bennett can. Coach Poore, Chris Poore, made it. He set up his schedule this year to play really good competition. So they went to the Bahamas and played outstanding teams from the Atlanta area. They had the Alpha Invitational, which they hosted, but they brought in really good teams. Played in the not the Arby's, but the Classic at Tennessee High.
Mm-hmm.
So he wanted them to play really good competition to get them ready for on down the line. Dobbins Bennett just recently had a 10-game winning streak that was snapped by Morristown West. So he had them peaking at just the right time. I think the loss to Morristown West was a wake-up call for Dobbins Bennett. I think that's what he saw was that, they got a little full of themselves, thought, we can, we're going to waltz through everybody. Morristown West is a sneaky, really good team. They're well coached. Joe Dobbins is a terrific coach at Morristown West. They're actually going to be the number 1 seed in that district tournament by virtue of their victory over Dobbins Bennett. So I think that loss was a wake-up call for them. They got the win over Science Hill on Friday night. and they play Greenville tonight. They'll end the regular season tonight with a makeup game against Greenville. So they certainly have the athleticism and the ability to deal with teams as you go further in the state. You know, when you get to the Knoxville, Nashville, Memphis area, it's a different brand of basketball.
Waters get deep.
Exactly.
Better believe it.
In Knoxville, you've got Maryville and Bearden, most likely the two teams that you're going to have to go through. Bearden's outstanding this year, undefeated for a long time. I think they've just lost 1 or 2 games. So, and well coached, local guy. Parrott, Coach Parrott is the Jeremy Parrott.
Used to be at Cherokee. Yeah.
So they're a team that I can see going farther in that regard.
We're talking to Brian Moore, voice of the Westridge Wolves. How many years you been doing it?
Since the school opened, this is year 5.
Year 5. 5th year is the voice of the Wolves behind the microphone. Does a great job. Dear friend, pastor, used to sit under his preaching at Port Town Baptist. Could shuck the corn. He can do it. Can't you? Still do, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Preach where? Churchill?
Helping out Lions Park Baptist Church, which is in Churchill.
Churchill, yep. So
off Highway 11W near Volunteer High School.
There you go. Nice little plug. So, and where our services are, go.
Sunday morning, 11 o'clock.
That's it. Absolutely. So we're going to switch total gears. We'll talk more about some high school coming up. Let's take a look at some college sports. Arizona knocked off Michigan, number 1 ranked team in the country. Now they got Purdue tonight, number 1 against number 7. College basketball, I see it as a lot of parity. You throw about 10 teams in the
Yes.
hat and shake them up. Any of them, I think, when they get hot, get on a run for March Madness, which is right around the corner. I think they can win it. What do you think?
Yes. Yeah, I think there are about 10 teams. I think the top 5 were Michigan, Arizona, UConn, Duke, and one other.
Michigan, Houston, Duke, Arizona, and UConn, top 5 this week.
So Houston lost last night to Iowa State.
Yep.
I like Duke. I like Boozer. I saw him against UT early in the season, and I thought, this kid's amazing. And no disrespect to his dad, but he looked a whole lot better than his dad.
Yep.
So I think Duke and UConn, I think, are the 2 teams. UConn has done it twice before, and I think they have that. They've just kind of plugged along and steadily gotten better, and I see them being a force as well.
They're going to flip the switch, come March Madness, you think? What about the Gators? What about Florida?
Yes, they are starting to find themselves. I think another SEC team that may be worth watching is Kentucky. Kentucky somehow beat Tennessee twice. I can't figure that out. But Kentucky really played Florida hard, and I think there've been some of the UK faithful. They're not really big. They're been not enchanted with the way the season has gone. Mark Pope, I think, is a good coach, and I think he's got the team that they're starting to find their way as the season's gone on. I think they can make some noise too.
Talked to a couple of Kentucky people that said he's just playing out the string. They're wanting to go after it. Again, this is a rumor mill. I sometimes only like talking about this stuff because it's old Tom and Brian just made up something that feels and get it out there and let it roll with it. But I've heard that Bruce Pearl is very interested in going into coaching in Kentucky before it's all said and done. I'm thinking, but Mark Pope is just the point guard got hurt. I mean, he's had some injuries, and he's hanging. I mean, he's got some quality wins along the way. Beating Tennessee twice, in my opinion, is quality wins. So I'm like you. It's all, we know this, just like high school tournaments start this week. It's all who gets hot. When you get to this point, what you've done, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
You draw a line, slate's clean, you start from fresh, and whoever gets hot, whether it's high school, college, whatever, women, men, it's who gets on the roll. And that's, and I think you're right. I think Kentucky can get on the roll. Florida, I like Texas Tech. I like Houston. I got beat by a buzzer beater. Does not say anything about him except guy jacked the 3, made it the buzzer, and beat him. So I think, but everybody keeps saying Michigan's a team to beat just because they're so big and they're lean, long rather. So we'll see. They got a tough test tonight at number 7 Purdue. So how deep can the Vols go?
I think Sweet 16, I think. I think that would be realistic for them.
How will that set Knoxville? Yeah,
Well, it won't be good enough, okay?
exactly.
Because it never is. But I think given, and again, it's so difficult now because you don't have, a lot of these guys are 1 year and gone. So it's hard to build any type of a team, any type of cohesion, rapport, any chemistry if you're just there for 1 year.
Yeah.
And I think the teams, UConn's kept some guys, Duke's kept some guys, and if after a year or two, if you're really good, then that helps. That helps on down the line.
It's a great point. Let's use Phil's as an example. We're talking to Brian Moore, voice of the Westridge Wolves. I'm going to let him be the commissioner of college sports here in a minute, see how he's going to fix everything. But and from a consistency standpoint, we're going to put you back here as a cook. We're going to teach you how to smoke these hams and smoke these turkeys, and you're going to be the cook. You're there 6 months, and you're gone. They bring me in, starting over. I don't know what I'm doing, so you got to teach me from. So the consistency of the food may drop till I catch the hang of it. I'm in here for 6-7 months or a year. I leave, and Jim Bob comes in and runs, and he's now the cook. So my point of this may not be a very fair illustration, but same thing with these coaches. Kirby Smart said it. John Calipari said it's 24/7. A lot of these guys are getting out. He said it's 24/7. It's a transfer portal. Now it's not, how much you're going to pay me is what they want to know. They never talk about class, grade point average, major. It's what are you going to pay me? How much I'm going to get? And so it's a continual. It's almost like the chipmunk or what's that little animal that gets on the wheel all the time? The hamster on the wheel. It's constant. There's no downtime.
Yeah.
And there's no consistency. You can be here today and gone tomorrow.
You have to re-recruit your own players, essentially. So you work hard to recruit a guy to come to Georgia or Tennessee or Alabama, and then if he has a good year, then you got to re-recruit him again.
Yep.
To keep him.
Keep him.
And it's crazy how it is, but our culture is so we want what we want now.
Yep.
Instead of trying to build something, and the product is, quite frankly, not very good. The NBA is basically glorified church league with better players. I watched an NBA game, and it's
great.
Dribble, dribble, dribble.
Yeah.
Three-point shot.
Yeah.
Three-point shot.
Yeah.
We're all about the three-point shot.
Yep.
So if it goes in, great. If it doesn't, most people shoot 20 to 30% from the three-point line. They want to be Steph Curry. They're not Steph Curry.
Yeah.
So the product in the NBA is unwatchable to me.
I don't watch it.
So the other aspect is the athletes, I think, are far better, far superior athletically. But as far as the knowledge of the game, the nuance of the game, they're ignorant in that regard. They just don't know, like, pick and roll,
It's playground ball.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You watch an NBA game, they go down. It's who's going to shoot the ball. I mean, I went back. I do this all the time. I went back and watched Larry Bird video the other night. Went back and watched the San Antonio Spurs back when Duncan, those guys. That was about 8-10 years ago. And you see basketball. I mean, they're running plays. It's basketball. What I watch now, tank basketball. And so, in my opinion, I'm old school, but so the product, it's been watered down. And you made an excellent point. They got to re-recruit all the time. Case in point, Joey Aguilar. If he gets the green light to play at Tennessee, there's already been other schools lined up because they got $2 million set back in NIL for him from the slush fund to pay him. So immediately, if he gets the green light to play at Tennessee, you can guarantee they're going to call his agent or call him and go, hey, I'm XYZ. Heupel's got you for 2, I got you for 4.
Yeah.
And then it becomes a sweepstakes.
Yeah.
And, am I going to stay for 2 at Tennessee or go down the street and go for 4? I don't know if he can transfer now or not. I don't know if the window's shut. I can't keep up with how that goes. But point is, that's where we are.
I think we just make it up as we just change it as we go.
I think it is. I really do. There's just no guardrails. And, Steve Spurrier told Dabo Swinney, he said, they came out publicly and said, hey, you got to figure this out. There ain't no rules, Hoss.
Yeah.
He's on, was it Alabama? Somebody's trying to recruit his linebacker. And so he's all tore up about that. He said, look, there ain't no rules. It's the wild, wild west.
Exactly.
So I'm going to make you the commissioner. You're going to get a chance to do whatever you want to do to fix college sports. I'm giving you the baton, the pen. How would you fix it?
Well, I would limit the whole transfer thing.
Yep.
Okay. You get one chance, one transfer, and that's it. Okay. So use it wisely. Okay.
Yep.
They had this thing back when I was in college. Maybe they had it when you were in college. It was called work study. Right.
I did it.
So yeah. So you know, you go to school, and you have a job. You know, you do 20 or 30 hours a week. I don't know, working where? At the bookstore or at the cafeteria?
Cafeteria was where I was at, scraping plates.
Yeah. So, so you do that. So why can't athletics be a work-study program?
Mm-hmm.
Now, you get, obviously, that the horse has already left the barn. So, you know, once you got money involved, well then we got to figure out something about the money, because these kids are expecting money.
And
they're
lots
expecting-
of it.
Yeah, and lots of it.
Yeah.
So another thing that I would do is I would try to keep them in school longer for a couple of reasons. I think having a lot of money when you're 18 and 19 years old is a recipe for disaster.
Sure.
Okay?
Absolutely.
So
100% agree.
if someone gave me $1 million when I was 19 years old, I'd probably be dead by now, right?
No
Okay.
telling where I'd be. I'd have been sowing some wild oats.
So, you know, so it's, I'm not sure that we're doing the young people any good by this. We've got to figure out some way to instill within them some work ethic, some commitment somewhere along the line. Nowadays, you can just kind of do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
And there's no tie to
No accountability.
exactly.
Just do your thing.
Yeah, and that's
You nailed it. I agree.
that's our problem in our culture universally, in every job, in every sphere. There's no accountability. If I don't like where I am, then I'm just going to leave.
Yeah.
Okay. Instead of toughing it out and learning and enduring and persevering through the job, the relationship, whatever it may be.
I'm going to take my toys and leave the sandbox.
Yeah, and that's how we learn and we grow.
Yeah.
And my fear is that we're raising a generation of folks that at the first hint of adversity, well, they just duck and run instead of hanging in there, instead of trying to learn and trying to realize the world doesn't revolve around me, and that, it really is my fault.
Yeah.
You know?
You don't go hear that much.
So
So here's another scenario. Talking to Brian Moore, boys still on the screen, the Westridge Wolves. I'll keep him for a few more minutes. So I get this NIL money, and I'm going to use my school, Marshall. I'm playing at Marshall, and all of a sudden I get a better offer. Pick a school. I don't know. Pick one. Give me
Georgia.
one.
Georgia.
All right. I'm at Marshall, and Georgia comes calling and says, hey, we can pay you more if you'll come. All right. The Marshall folks have paid me, let's pick a number. They paid me $100,000, okay, to play at Marshall. So now I'm leaving. So my question is, the guys or the donors or the NIL money, should I signed a deal for 2 years, $100,000 a year. We got $100,000, got another $100,000 coming. It's already in the bank, direct deposit. Already got it. But I've committed for 2 years. Should I pay that money back? Because these guys are saying, well, no, it's our money. But I'm thinking, well, somebody gave it to you, and you're not fulfilling what they gave it to you on the basis.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, I gave you the money as a donor with the intention you're going to be here for 2 years at $100,000 a year. Now you leave after the first year. Where's my $100,000? Somebody needs to pay me some money back. And these guys were saying, see you, I'm gone.
Yeah.
Got to fix that too.
I think so, yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So,
well, you know, everyone's talked about Nick Saban being the czar, the commissioner, and he would be a good choice for that because he has certainly the experience, the background.
Mm-hmm.
He knows all that's, you know, what all is involved. But it's awfully hard now, Tom. You know, we've let this, you know, you got kids now expecting.
absolutely.
So when they get recruited, like you said, the first question is not, you know, not tell me about your offense, tell me about the school. how much money are you going to pay me?
Yeah, that's where's that? Absolutely, 100%. You don't ever hear Brian Moore transferring over here because his major is better over there or his grade point average is this. It's like, what are you going to pay me?
Yeah.
And so, and Calipari came out and made a very good point. Now, this guy's been guilty of just one and done in Kentucky and just a certain degree Arkansas, but he said, he's kind of, I listened to him the other night, he's kind of sounds like he's changing. He said, look, we're not doing these guys any favor. We're paying these guys big money up front. These kids, like you said,
Yeah.
$3, $4, $5 million. So I'm okay with that because they can get that money. However, comma, they don't bother to get a college degree. They don't want a college degree. So when this money runs out, what are they going to do?
Yeah.
They can't go back to high school. They can't go back to, I mean, they could go back to college, but all of a sudden they got all this money, they ran through it, and now they have, basketball's over, and they can go out and get a real job in the real world. They don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And they don't have any money. And so how are they going to exist? It's a very good point.
Charles Barkley is very good about telling, you don't. I think he said, you don't buy your buddies a car. You don't, and you tell your hood friends, no. You tell them no.
Yeah.
I'm the one making the money.
Yeah.
And Charles Barkley's done very well for himself, but he talks about being responsible, and that's what we don't have is a lot of responsibility.
Couldn't agree with you more, sir. Always a pleasure. So you're on the air when? When's the Wolves hit the airwaves?
Thursday.
We
host Morristown East, airtime 5:30, tip 6 o'clock at the Evelyn Rafalowski Athletic Complex.
104.9 FM.
That's it. Nash Icon.
My buddy. Love this guy. How long we been buddies?
Good to see you.
How long?
20 years plus.
Every bit of it.
Yeah.
How long were you at the pastor at Port Town?
15 years.
I was there.
Yeah.
On the front row. So, sang in the choir. Well, I bellered in the choir. Didn't sing much. I bellered, but love this guy. He and his wife are good peeps. So, you're welcome back anytime, sir.
Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you for the opportunity.
Get you some lunch. Good luck to you and the Wolves.
Yes, sir.
So,
yeah.
It's
one of the goals for always with Coach Dyer, 20-win season, still possible.
Mm-hmm.
Getting to the regional tournament. If we win Thursday night, we're in the regional tournament. And Westridge he'd like to win one game in the regional tournament. We've had 2 opportunities. Morristown West, we owe them big time. Morristown West, we hosted them in the first round of the regional tournament 2 times and lost to them both times.
Wow.
In close games. So Morristown West kind of has Westridge's number, but we match up better against them than we would Science Hill or Dobbins Bennett, simply because of the athleticism and what Science Hill and Dobbins Bennett can do with a full court press. They can just cause turnovers and make things difficult. So we're hoping we get a chance at Morristown West again this year and try to get some payback on them.
Transfer portal in high school. I want to ask you that before you get going. I know you got to go, and I understand that, and I appreciate you. But give me your take on the transfer portal that's trickled down now to high school. You look up, and I went up and called a game at East. I'm going down to the roster 2 weeks ago, and I said, all right, I'm double-checking the roster from the first time we played them, which is that's been about 5 or 6 weeks ago. And somebody quit and go to another team in the middle of the season.
No, see, now that's where the TSSAA needs to step in and say, we're not doing what college does. So
I agree.
And say, look, you got to go through the year. And if you want to transfer, that's okay, but you're not playing this year. You got to go next year. There needs to be, it used to be transfer was a big deal.
Yeah.
Like you had to wait a whole year. If you were in
Earth-shattering.
college,
Oh,
yeah. So for you to transfer, you had to really, really be in a bad situation. I mean, you had to just really hate where you were and want out so badly that you're willing to sit for an entire year and not play. That was a great deterrent to preventing transfers from happening.
Absolutely. Great point.
And so I think that ought to be the deal in high school, because it's just it's crazy. And even for a coach, I was talking with Christy Walling, the Lady Wolves coach, and I said, so tell me about the roster. And she said, well, this girl went here. We picked up this girl. And I said, how'd this happen? He says, well, They just reach out to me, you know. This one says, no, I'm not happy, I'm going someplace else. This one says, hey, I would like to come and play at West Ridge. So
This situation was from what the coach told me, and we played them once, go through a big gap of time, come back and do the return match in the home and away. Said on a Friday they were here, on a Monday they're there.
yeah, see.
And I'm thinking, you can't do that.
Yeah,
You got to
no.
stop.
No.
And you're exactly right. We were in
Because-
school. If you transferred, I'm at Elizabeth. I want to come play at West Ridge, hang out with him. I had to sit out a year, and everybody knows that. So you had to think long and hard, thinking, okay, I'm going to transfer. It better be bad enough because I got to sit a whole year
Yeah.
before I can
Yeah.
play.
Leave all my friends and go someplace else.
And sit on the bench or sit up in the stands and watch till I get my turn a year later. Not anymore.
Yeah.
So, and it's
Plus, we've catered. This is no disrespect to kids and young people, but they kind of rule the culture now.
oh yeah,
And so
tail wags the dog. Absolutely.
we have the inmates running the asylum.
Preach it. Amen.
So, and we've done them no favors by that because kids need structure, they need security, they need stability. You and I, we both see these kids and we know their situations at Elizabeth and at West Ridge, at Dobbins Bennett, and other places where these kids are desperately need stability, security in their lives,
Yep.
in their homes, in their families. And so they need those kind of parameters. We need guardrails in life. We all do.
Yeah.
You do and I do. That's
especially
why,
at 16 and 17.
absolutely. And so that's why God lovingly gave us laws and commands. They're not meant to rain on our parade. They're meant to make sure that we make it to the parade. That we
Amen.
as a prevention from not messing up our lives.
Mhm.
So, we've just not done well by our young people. We've let them kind of rule the roost and say what I want. You know, it's like the Andy Griffith show with Arnold with the kid with the bicycle. You know, and he wanted his bike. He loved his bike, and he loved his bike more than he did his dad. And once his dad realized that, it's like, bike has to go.
Bike's got to
So-
go. It's a great analogy.
Good to see you, man.
Love you, man. Thanks
Stay
for
safe.
coming
Yeah.
by.
Yeah.
Good man. Bart Lyons says, preach it. Yep. It's true. Everything the man said's true. And so I can't top it. I'm not going to try to top it. He spoke, and it was spot on. Quick break. We'll be right back. Jeff Birchfield joins us talking NASCAR and ETSU Bucks. Talk a little bit about the Buccaneers. We'll do that right after
I'm
this.
not done yet.
He's not even eating. He's not even eating. She can't. What'd you get, by the way?
Brisket sandwich, yeah.
You need to go get it. They're going to warm it up.
I guess it's still back there, isn't it?
Yeah. If not, they'll make you another one.
Yeah.
So we'll take a break. We'll be right back. Our buddy Brian Moore, the voice of West Ridge Wolves, Thursday night. What time?
5:30 airtime on
5:30.
104.9 Nash Icon.
104.9. He's right there. He is a jewel. Love him to death. Be right back after this. Very simple. It happens every day. Tell us how we can do it.
Yeah, all you got to do is give us a call. We brought 2 yesterday, actually, but you just give us your name and your birthday and tell us where your prescriptions are at right now, and we'll call that pharmacy, get everything brought over. A lot of times people are nervous about moving because they're afraid something doesn't have refills or something can't be transferred. And when that's the case, we'll call those doctors, get you new prescriptions, and take care of everything, really. It's like the people, one of them we had transferred yesterday, said they'd been trying for about 3 days to get medicine refilled, and just wasn't happening, and was frustrated and asked if we could do better, and called, got everything transferred. Took maybe 15 or 20 minutes, and we had to call the doctor on one, which waiting on doctors can sometimes be a little time consuming, but they got that called in, and by the afternoon we had everything ready for her.
Here you go, folks.
So,
It's just that easy. If you're not happy where you're getting your prescriptions filled, come to the Lingerfield Drug Center. The phone number to call and talk to you about it is?
it's 423-542-2138.
There you go. One of our great sponsors right here of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Dillon Sports Show. Get your prescription changed to a mom-and-pop pharmacy that still cares about their people and still wants to give you 100% customer satisfaction. It's right here at Lingerfield Drug Center beside Carter County Bank in downtown Elizabethton. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back in the Tom Taylor Sports Show, man. Thanks to Brian Moore stopping by. It was great. Great stuff. And everything he said was true. So, especially the transfer. When we played, it was an earth-shattering thing. Like, oh, Tom Taylor's transferred because I had to sit out a year. It was a big deal. And as he said, and he's exactly right on everything he said, you had to think long and hard before you made that decision, knowing it was going to impact you for a year. Everybody else was still playing and practicing. You had to sit out. I mean, you could practice, but you couldn't play. So, again, good stuff. Thanks for him stopping by. Jeff Birchfield joins us. Coming up, let's take a look at basketball. The polls are out this week. A lot of talk on the old pipes. Let's get me a fisherman's friend here. Boys, top 10 in the state. Eagleville, number 1. Pickett County this week, number 2. Jackson County, 3. Humboldt, 4. Perry County, 5. Richland, 6. Booker T. Washington, number 7. Gleason, number 8. Wayne County, number 9. The Hampton Bulldogs, crack it. Good job. Coach Ned Smith and the Pokes are number 10 in the state this week. Hampton boys. 2A, they're all non-area teams, but we'll give them to you anyway. Number 1 is Tellico Plains. Number 2 is Chattanooga Prep. Number 3 is Gatlinburg Pittman. Number 4 is Huntington. Number 5 is Peabody. 6 is White House Heritage. 7 is Westview. 8 is Cannon County. 9 is Tyner. And 10 is East Nashville. In 3A. In 3A, Upperman number 1. Tullahoma number 2. Fayette Ware number 3. Jackson Northside number 4. Alcoa ranked 5th in the state this week in boys 3A. Fulton 6. Heritage 7. Stone Memorial 8. Red Bank 9. And Cumberland number 10. You know, Brian made another good point, and of course we know this, but once you leave here and going down the road, the waters get deep pretty quick. Knoxville's got some great basketball teams and even beyond that. So it takes a lot of talent and a lot of luck, or some luck, to get from here to the big dance. That's why when you get there, it's so special because it's tough to get there in any sport, guys or girls. So he made the point about the Bearden Bulldogs. They're 30-1, and they're number 2 in the state. Bartlett number 1 in 4A boys. Bearden 2, Maryville 3. Germantown Houston 4, Whitehaven 5, Walker Valley 6, Beach out of Nashville number 7, Brentwood number 8, Southwind number 9, and Blackman at number 10. That's in the boys. So the only guys team, and we're proud of them. Hey, don't get me on my rant about East Tennessee versus the rest of the state. Hampton Bulldogs 10th in the state at number 10. Of course, I like the Cyclones, and I'm all for them, of course, but I'm for everybody else from up here and go down the road and make some noise. Absolutely, 100%. Single A girls got representation. It's awesome. Greenfield at number 1, Richland number 2, Van Buren County number 3, Gordonsville number 4 this week, Wayne County's ladies number 5, Pickett County 6, Jackson County 7, Unaka, the Lady Rangers at number 8, North Green, the Lady Huskies at number 9, and Coalfield at number 10. So 2 of our local teams in single A girls, which is awesome. 2A basketball, number 1 team is Gatlinburg Pittman. York Institute number 2, Huntington number 3, Westview's ladies number 4, Stewart County number 5, Smith County number 6. This is compliments of Johnson City Press, by the way. Number 7 is Pearl Cone. Number 8, Gibson County. Number 9, Cascade. And Tyner Academy at number 10. In 3A basketball, girls, Stone Memorial number 1, White County number 2, Daniel Boone, the Lady Trailblazers. We'll see them tomorrow night. They're 25-3 and they can play. As Brian said, he's right. John Good can coach. And I made the analogy when he was with me on the show that back in the day when you had the Bulls, you had the Celtics, you had the Lakers. I go back to that era. And he said, well, Pat Riley just had to roll the ball out, the Lakers will win automatically. No. You got to coach. Sometimes you got to coach more because you got these egos and a lot of talent. And those egos sometimes can get bruised if, you get the ball enough or whatever. Was not the case with Showtime, the Lakers, nor was it with the Celtics. You had Bird, McHale, Parrish, Danny Ainge, Dennis Johnson, those guys. Casey Jones was the coach, and Bill Fitch, the Celtics back in the day. Why, they just roll the ball out. It's an automatic win. No. And such is the case with Daniel Boone's girls. So John Goode's done a great job mixing and matching the pieces, if you will, of the team. They're third in the state. South Gibson, number 4. Cobb County, number 5 this week. They can play. Number 6 is Upperman. Number 7 is Jackson Southside. Number 8, the Clinton Lady Red Dragons. And number 9 is Alcoa. Number 10 is Northview Academy. So, again, if you just look at this, the regionals, week after next? 2 weeks away, I guess. But, again, to get out of here and get on down the road and get out of that one and get into the sectional, tain't easy. Some great basketball teams down the road. In 4A basketball for the ladies, number 1 team in the state is Bradley Central at 25-0. Trying to see, they may be the only undefeated team up in the rankings. Let's see here. Bump. Single A top team's got 2 losses. 2A's got 3 losses. 3A's got 3 losses. Yep, Bradley Central's the only undefeated team at 25-0. Bearden at number 2 at 26-3. So Bearden's got 1. Both the guys and the girls are ranked number 2 in the state. It's pretty impressive. Whitehaven at number 3. Cookville number 4. Blackman number 5. Lebanon number 6. Sevier County number 7. Nolensville number 8. Green Hill number 9. And rounding out the top 10 is Bartlett. Bart Lyons' a birthday boy today. He shares it with Michael Jordan. How about that? Michael's 63 today. Bart ain't 63 today. I would not think Bart Lyons is 63. So, if he is, he's showing it well. I don't think he's 60. I know he's not 63. So, but happy birthday to Bart Lyons. Happy birthday to Michael. 63 today. As we said at the outset of the show, we lose 2 over the weekend. Robert Duvall, 95. In his honor last night, I watched some of The Godfather. Tom Hagen, The Consigliere. It's a heck of a movie. I forgot all about it. I watched a little bit of it last night in honor of the late Robert Duvall. But for me, the best movie I saw him do was Open Range. Kevin Costner, him, and Annette Bening. Oh, Ball Spearman. What a movie. What a movie. And Kevin Costner, Charlie Waite. Good stuff. We also lose Jesse Jackson. It was yesterday, maybe Sunday. 84 years old. We lose Jesse Jackson. Gosh, we lost Gene Hackman. We've lost some good ones. So, it happens. We're all going to pass over that threshold. Unless the horn sounds, or the trumpet, not the horn. Trumpet sounds, and he comes and gets us. We get raptured out of here before we die. Otherwise, we're all going to cross that threshold. All right, basketball tonight. Who's playing where? Dobbins Minute at Greenville. Tennessee I hosting Sullivan East. Tri-Cities Christian at Cosby. That's tonight's games, guys and girls. Tomorrow night, we've got Elizabeth and at Daniel Boone. We're still waiting on approval to go call the game, which I find amazing, but that's what the Elizabeth folks, they were waiting for approval to be able to go to broadcast at Daniel Boone tomorrow night. So there you go. So we may be there, we may not be. We'll be at Sullivan East on Friday night and Saturday for the tournament. It's a 4-game Saturday. So it's interesting. I talked to Butch Patterson, who was at the Milligan game last night, and he supervises officials now. He said what folks don't understand coming up this weekend from an officiating standpoint, he said we got 13 guys and girls, or men and women, who officiate that normally be doing high school games, won't be because they're going to be doing college games. So there's going to be a void, according to Butch, of officials. And the pay scale is so lopsided, and he told me what it made. I was really astounded what you get paid for high school. They deserve more than what they get, I can tell you that. And so you look at what they give the high school and what they get paid at the NAIA level or the Peach Belt League or the South Atlantic League in college, it's night and day. So if you're trying to make some money to do this, and you are to a point, I'm assuming the officials do it for the love of the game, but they get paid to do it. So if I'm making here and I'm making here on the same day, let's do it that way, where am I going to go? I'm going to go up here. So he said there's going to be, there'll be an officials, they're going to be scattered going a lot of different directions this weekend. So I'm not sure who gets assigned to what. I don't know how that works, but it will be interesting, to say the least. Hey, we're live at Phil's Dream Pit. the quest for perfect barbecue. Michaela's going to join us coming up here in a few minutes. They're already booking for the springtime. Folks are calling in already. They're booking for vacation Bible schools, class reunions, graduation parties. You say, Tom, it's February. Yeah, I know. But the day after, we're doubling up on Saturday. See there? That's what Bart. So I didn't realize what they made. So look, they make mistakes. I officiated for a year. I can tell you, it's a whole lot easier to sit up in the stands and boo you and scream at you and dog cuss you, because I've heard that this year too, which blows my mind. Over a basketball game to have grown parents, adults, dog cussing, and I've heard it. I can tell you, this is not being made up. It just blows my mind. Or a basketball game or a football, any kind of sporting event. Are you kidding me? Can I get on my rant for just a second? Let me tell you how unimportant it is. Go up to ICU right now. Go to Franklin Woods, go to the Med Center, go to Holston Valley in Kingsport. Go up on the ICU level floor and ask any of those people or their loved ones how important the game is tonight, or the Tennessee game, or Pickett, whatever game, whatever team. And they're going to say, we're working on oxygen levels, we're trying to get this done, trying to get our blood pressure down, trying to get this, trying to get that. And sports does not even begin to weigh into it. Now, it is what it is, but to go bananas on officials, do they miss calls? Sure they miss calls. When I was an official, I missed calls. I was a rookie. I was Dale Ford's rookie the year I did it. I was assigned to him, and I was his understudy. He called me rookie, and I was. And I did it for a year, followed him around doing JV, and worked up to a couple of varsity games, and I understand it. And so it's a whole lot easier to sit up in the stands and pick them apart than to get out there and do it. So anyway, so when I found out what they get paid, it's really astounding what it is for the grief they take. And as Brian said, and he's right, we can't just say we got beat. You know, sometimes the team you're playing is just better than you. It's the way it is. Sorry, it is. Daddy used to say, some days get the peanuts, some days get the shells. Some days we get the shells. Some days the team we're playing is just better than we are. But that's never the case. Most of the time it's the officials or somebody, or some reason. It's not us. We blame it on the stripes, as we call it. So, do they miss calls? Absolutely. Any of them, be honest with you, and tell you that. When I officiated the 1 year I did it, I'd go home, lay in the bed, look up and like, okay, on that blocking call, I should have called a charge. It was a block. I missed it. It's due. So, but it's a whole lot. Well, but we're paying these guys. Well, they ain't getting paid much, these guys and ladies, to be an official. So anyway, there's going to be an interesting, they're doubling up on Saturday. And, you know, because of everything going on. College tournaments, high school tournaments, so it is what it is. We're here live again at Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. We'll take a look at high school, the tournaments. They're all still very much up in the air. I'm just going to tell you where they are. The bracketing, and now Tom's preaching. I guess I am preaching. It's just, I don't get it. I don't understand it. And what amazes me when I go to these games is people that I look at them and go, I would have never thought I'd saw that side of that person going bananas. Would you scream and get fired over the ball game? No. No. In fact, I will tell you this, I'll go to the break. My granddaughter came up to me about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and she thanked me. She said, when you come to the games, you never screamed, you never hollered at me, you never berated me, you never said anything to me. I said, no. I'm your biggest cheerleader, but I'm not going to sit there and scream at you and holler at you. And she said, I said, what did that do when these other girls on the team, she said, made them nervous? Because they were talking about in the locker rooms, it made them nervous. And sometimes what they said and how they did it was embarrassing. And the girls going in behind closed doors go, so embarrassing. Mom was screaming, her dad was screaming, her granddad was, whoever it was. And she thanked me, and I've never forgotten. So that's probably a special moment. I didn't even share it with you. It's kind of personal, but she thanked me because I didn't scream and rant and rave at the ball game, and I'm not going to. So it is a game, period. Important at the time, yes. Once it's over, it's over. So, Anyway, as I preach on this show all the time, sports is supposed to be one spoke in the wheel of life, and for a lot of folks, it is the spoke of wheel in the wheel of life, and that's wrong. So, but I'm not going to change it from what I'm sitting here. I'm ranting and raving, so I'm not going to change anything. But what I'm going to do is tell you about Brumman Sports Shop. Be right back after this. We'll take a look at those high school tournaments, and again, get you ready for Jeff Birchfield at the bottom of the hour. NASCAR, my guy sat on the pole, didn't do squat. Kyle Busch, bless his heart, I thought it was going to be the year. It wasn't. The guy I was pulling for was Brad Keselowski. The guy's driving with a broken leg. Can you imagine? Broke his leg on a skiing trip back in December in the off season. Went through therapy, and he said, and he's probably one of the taller NASCAR drivers. He said, try and get in and out of a little window, which is about the size of this computer screen, with a broken leg and still in the mid. He said, when you got to turn a certain way, he said, oh, pain is unbelievable. But he gets in the car to drive. So I was pulling for him to win the race. He didn't. Tyler Reddick did it, Michael Jordan's guy. And so Jordan celebrating birthday today, 63. Back after this from Brumman Sports Shop on the Tom Taylor Sports Shop. Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabeth with your favorite school's T-shirts, polos, or hoodies. They can put your school, church, or company's logo on lots of different styles of hats, including Nike and Richardson and now Travis Matthew. Windbreakers, sublimated shirts, pullovers, koozies. They can order for any area school and your favorite team. Dry fit sleeveless hoodies, Nike dry fit t-shirts, women's and toddler sizes. You can order any uniform for any sport, including the pants or shorts from Brumman Sports Shop. And they always have a clearance rack to save you money. Plaques, trophies, medals, and ribbons, and all the engraving is done in-house. And they offer hard-to-find Letterman jackets of your favorite school for guys, ladies, and now elementary and middle school athletes too. And they offer all the different sports patches as well. Brumman Sports Shop, downtown Elizabeth, and Facebook, Instagram, website, BrummanSportsShop.com, phone 542-2321, Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton.
At Carter County Bank, it's our job to help you focus on the happy moments and check off the things on your to-do list to make them happen. We're here along the way so you can pull off the happiest moments in life. Carter County Bank, in the business of happiness.
Hey there, neighbors. Todd Houston here with the Elizabethton Church of Christ, wishing you a very happy new year and a wildly successful 2026. I'd like to invite you to come and get to know our family here at Elizabethton as we are seeking to be more like our Lord every day. We're no perfect people, but we're a people that love the Lord and love you. We'd love to get to know you. If you'd like to join us, our times are at 10 and 11 a.m. on Sunday, 6:30 p.m., and then again Wednesday evening at 7. You can find us on Facebook or at elizabettoncoc.org.
Jeff Birchfield joins us coming up at the bottom of the hour. Baseball, yep, we got the final four teams reporting today. Full squad, first workout today for the Tampa Bay Rays, for the Cleveland Commanders. No, Guardians. Yeah, the Commanders are the Redskins. Now the Commanders. Cleveland Guardians, the Colorado Rockies, the Milwaukee Brewers, and the defending world champion Los Angeles Dodgers go in today for the first time. Full squad, first workout. You talking about a stacked lineup? Good night. They picked up Kyle Tucker, making $41,000 an inning. Yeah. So, and Shohei Ohtani and Freddie Freeman go right down up and down the list. I mean, they are stacked and loaded and ready to go for the LA Dodgers. You got to play the season, and anything can happen, and probably will, as far as injuries, Mookie Betts and Freeman, all those guys. But on paper going in, the Dodgers are, in my opinion, I wouldn't say a lock because things can happen, but certainly a prohibitive favorite. How about that going in to start the season? All right, let's take a look at the basketball tournaments, such as they are. A lot of it's up in the air. 3A tournament starts at East coming up this weekend on Friday. The 2A tournament, top 4 teams go to the region. For sure, tomorrow night, Happy Valley and Unicoi County ladies, this is what the ladies talking about, at 6 o'clock. Chucky Doak and West Green will play. These are home games. Happy Valley will go to Unicoi County, and Chucky Doak will go to West Green in the girls 2A tournament. At Westridge, we'll wait. That's on Saturday. Let's see how things go tomorrow night. See who's going to be going where. In the single-A girls tournament at Happy Valley, top 4 teams will advance. You've got Hampton and University High playing that one Thursday. You have Unaka playing on Friday and North Green playing on Friday for the girls tournament in single A. In Southwest Virginia, the Mountain 7, let's see, that started yesterday. I need to find out those scores. Wise Central, this is confusing. We'll skip over that till I figure out what I'm talking about. So, hello, Patsy Lyons. How you doing? I jumped in here before I read this, and it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So Cumberland District Tournament tonight. Twin Springs ladies against Eastside. Being played at up at UVA Wise tonight. So that's on the girls' side. So, again, it's a little, I need to wait another day or two and let everything get settled in. On the boys' side, Morristown East at Westridge, you heard him say. That's tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Then you have the 3A tournament, 2A tournament at the respective places. 2A tournament boys, Thursday, Happy Valley against either South Green or Chucky Doak, and Johnson County against South Green, Chucky Doak, winner and loser. In the play-in game at Happy Valley Thursday night, University High's guys will take on Cloudland's guys. The boys' Mountain 7 district tournament is tonight at UVA Wise. No, it's not. I'm sorry. At home sites, Ridgeview at Wise Central, Lehigh at Gate City, and John Battle will be at Abington tonight. In the boys' action, the Mountain 7 district tournament in Southwest Virginia. So we will wait and get the rest of them tomorrow. I can get it dialed in a little bit more, a little bit better. All right, let's go to the medal count. The Olympics, United States currently third in behind Norway and Italy with 19 total medals, 6 gold, 8 silver, and 5 bronze. How about the young lady? Wow. Her last name is Taylor. Absolutely no relation, but still got a good last name. Elena Myers-Taylor won a gold, 41 years old. It's pretty cool. So she now has, let's see, she's been in 5 Olympics. She's won 6 medals total, 3 silver, 2 bronze. Now gets her first gold medal. Thank you, sir. You're a good man. He wolfed it down, got him a brisket sandwich, did my buddy Brian Moore here at Phil's Dream Pit. She can also take home a medal in the 2-woman bobsled later on this week. So 41 years old, kept coming back. She's been in the Olympics since 2010. Been in 2014, 18, 22, and now this year. And so she's, again, 6 total medals, 3 silver, a couple of bronze, now a gold. So that means she hasn't quit, kept coming back, and her name is Elena Myers-Taylor, 41 years old. That's pretty impressive stuff. So, United States ladies hockey team will be playing for the gold on Thursday. They beat Sweden last night 5-0. You know, in hockey, when you win 5-0, that's like 28-0 in football. It's a blowout. USA ladies will add only 1 goal through 6 games in Milan. They will face either Canada or Switzerland with the gold medal on Thursday. Wow. Could be another USA-Canada matchup. Canadians won it back in 2022, so maybe a chance to redeem themselves on Thursday. But the ladies, the USA, they are in, playing for the gold for the women's hockey on Thursday in Milan. So again, United States right now third in the medal count, behind, who do I say, Italy and Norway, is that right? Yep, Norway, Italy, and the United States. Tom Taylor Sports Show, we are here at Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecues. A little early to be talking about. We're going to plant that seed, no pun intended. Easter coming up in early April. Probably in here next month, we'll be pushing the hickory smoked hams for Easter. Oh, unbelievable, they can do it. Here's Michaela. Let's talk Brian. Let's talk little dream packs from Phil's Dream Pit on the Tom Taylor Sports.
Really easy way to feed a family or a bunch of people. We start them off at 4. Dream pack for 4 runs $32.99. Gives you a pound of meat. You can do pulled pork or pulled chicken, either one at that price. 3 sides, it's a pint each, so it's a 4-ounce serving of meat, 4-ounce serving of 3 different sides. Gives you a really good meal that'll fill you up. It's not something that you eat and you're hungry later, an hour later. I'm going to include your buns, your barbecue sauce. Instead of picking up a pizza, come by here, pick up a dream pack. Your family will thank you. And if you need it for more people, the breakdown on it's $8.25 a person. 12 people, for instance, is $99. You'll see that advertised now from us in a lot of different places. Feed 12 people for $99. That gives you 2 pounds of meat, 1.5 quarts of each side. Still gives you the bun, still the barbecue sauce. Really, really popular. I had a group at Eastman just order a 16 for Wednesday. So you call us ahead. We can do as many people as you want. We do 100 people, 200 people. We'll put those in pans for you, or as few as 4. So in even numbers, however many you want. $8.25 a person. You can't beat it.
Cannot beat it, folks. Again, here at Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. The phone number is 349-6437. Hours are open
11 to 7, Tuesday through Saturday. We take Sunday and Monday off, but we're here the rest of the week.
Social media
on Facebook. Maybe Instagram later if one of my kids shows me how to use it, but right now it's on Facebook. That's where people watch you, so we'll figure they've got it here.
And the website is?
Website is philsdreampit.com.
You got it.
I see a familiar face here. Looks like he's ready to talk to you.
He is.
That's
our buddy Jeff.
Going to talk some NASCAR, I'm betting.
That's our buddy Brian Pipkin, the owner of Phil's Dream Pit, one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back in the Tom Taylor Sports Show, Jeff Birchfield joins us coming up in a few minutes talking NASCAR. We're joined by Michaela Miller. Hello, lady. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing great. I like this lady. She works hard. They work hard out here. Again, they're closed on Sundays and Mondays, open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 to 7. Mm-hmm. Phone number is 349-6437. So here we go. Let's hit this magic button. We're talking to Michaela Miller, one of our great sponsors at Phil's Dream Pit. Springtime events coming up. Bible schools, class reunions, wedding receptions, you name it. How can you help us in the springtime?
Meat, bulk orders, meat by the pound. Come out, order some pulled pork, get you some buns, maybe a side or 2.
Let's talk dream packs. Tell us about the dream packs.
Dream packs, we start at 4, go as big as you need. Honestly, as big as you need. I got one tomorrow for 104. Pulled pork, 3 sides. We do offer pork, chicken, pulled beef, brisket. We even do the half chickens on the bone. But yeah, you get the meat, 3 sides, sauce, and buns.
Phone number to call is 349-6437 for the dream packs. Feeds 4 at a time, and you can do as many as you want. Then you talk about meat by the pound. Got something coming up. You just want the meat. Tell us about the meat by the pound. How's that work?
We pretty much 1 pound will feed 4. Comes out to about $15.99 per pound.
What's my options on the meat?
Really, when you do it by the meat, you can do anything. Ribs, half chickens, pork, brisket, turkey, chicken. We even got Italian sausage and jalapeno, cheddars.
There you go.
Really anything. We can do in bulk.
It's all right here. Dream packs or meat by the pound. You got an event coming up. You need some help. It's a phone call away. 423-349-6437. The quest for perfect barbecue. Phil's Dream Pit. Eastern Star exit of Interstate 26. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. There you go. We nailed it. Good job, girl. So, today, Charlie was in there a while ago, got the pulled chicken, got him some baked beans. Brian got the brisket sandwich.
Yeah.
What's been a trend so far today? Or just this month?
The pulled beef.
Pulled beef.
Flying out of here, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's interesting. Pulled beef. So, let's talk sandwiches. Pulled chicken, pulled pork, sliced brisket, the all-beef smoked hot dog, chili cheese dog, pork wings. Got all that again in the sandwiches and the platters. Tell me about the Dream Dog. What's a Dream Dog?
Ooh, Dream Dog's that all beef hot dog smothered in beans and coleslaw.
They give you napkins because you're going to need them.
We should start handing out gloves. Like a fancy
Rubber gloves.
Red Lobster does it.
Yep. Just give you rubber gloves because you're going to get it all over because it's good stuff. All right. Then you look at the sampler platter. That's big boy. 3 ribs. Your choice of 3 ribs or brisket or pork wings, pulled chicken, Italian sausage. Sampler platter, you get 2 meats or 3 meats, right?
Yeah.
Your choice.
He left off 4 of them, too, by the way.
What's the other 4?
Pulled beef, turkey, drumstick, and pork belly.
That's where your cues come in and finish it up. There you go. And you did. Michaela Miller, she's a girl.
Oh, boy.
So this place rocks, I'm telling you. It's off the beaten path. Hang on a second. Got a problem. It's off the beaten path, but build it and they will come. And so it's, what'd you say we passed? We passed up 10 barbecue spots to go visit Brian and Michaela. Absolutely. They treat my wife like a queen when we visit. Old Bart, he's a nice one.
Oh, my
Line.
Lanta, yes, ma'am.
Yep. He's a good one. He's a good guy. Good
She
official,
is a
too.
queen.
She is a queen. Yep. So we don't talk a lot, but there is a kids menu. Tell us about the kids menu, too.
You would think it would be just, honestly, anything you want. Only thing that ain't on there is the half chicken. They can do the pulled chicken, the PB&J, smoked drumstick, hot dog, and ribs, brisket. I think I already said that. But, yeah, the only thing that ain't on there is the half chicken on the bone.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
It's all right here at Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. We'll talk next month about the smoked hams for Easter because it comes in early April. But it is good stuff. Now, when you go on break, what do you eat?
What did I eat today? Pork and plain chips today.
Pulled pork? There you go. We get the smoked turkey, hash brown casserole, banana pudding,
Mac salad.
and mac salad. And banana pudding's got bananas in it.
Oh,
You don't have to look for bananas. Some places you got to go, where's the bananas?
oh, I thought you were being facetious.
Not here. Oh, no. You go places, you go, where's the bananas?
Oh,
Not
no,
here.
There's the banana.
There's nanners in the banana pudding here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe you might get lucky and have 12 pieces in there.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's all right here. Plus the drink, got Pepsi products.
We got cheer
tea,
wine.
Got cheer wine. So you can get it to go. Sit right here and eat with us, however you want to do it. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 to 7. Closed on Sunday and Monday. So there you go. Put your nails there. I want everybody to see your nails.
Oh, my land.
I'll put them up. I won't embarrass you. Go ahead. I love them.
And I asked the help lady, all I got to do is put gloves on, feel it.
Yeah.
He's croaking right now.
They're polka dot.
They are.
Polka dot little nails. She's so cool. All right. I know you gotta go back to work. Phone's ringing.
I know.
They're wanting you, and that's good.
Buddy's stressing out over there. I can tell.
I can see that from over here. So go back to work. Thank you, dearest. You're
Of
the
course.
best.
Thank you.
You're awesome. Michaela Miller, she's a dandy. We'll take a quick break. Be right back. Jeff Birchfield's in the house. We'll take a break, come right back, and we'll get him in, settled in, ready to roll, and we'll talk sports next with my man. We got lots to cover. Why did my guy not win? I don't know. He's going to tell me. Kyle Busch sat on the pole, didn't get it done. We'll talk NASCAR, ETSU Buck basketball. Lots going on next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're talking to our great sponsor of Cyclone Sports and Tom Taylor Sports Show, Dr. Smith, and the folks at Physical Therapy Services. For those out there who have no clue, tell us what it's all about.
Physical Therapy Services is a local mom and pop run physical therapy and occupational therapy clinic. We have clinic locations. We have 3 locations, 2 in Elizabethton, 1 in Roan Mountain. Our main office, where I'm located at 1975 West Elk Avenue, we focus on adults and athletic injuries. We have a pediatric clinic at 1500 West Elk Avenue that does both physical therapy and occupational therapy for the little kiddos out there. And then we have a clinic in Roan Mountain as well to take care of our wonderful Carter Countyans in the Roan Mountain community, and all focused on on orthopedics and sports-related injuries, along with just general concerns with patients and people that want to be able to get out and move better. The human body is made to move, and that's what we try to do, is keep people moving.
Keep people moving. Hours are open.
7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday.
Social media, how do we find out more about you?
Physical Therapy Services on Facebook. Look us up. You can also find us online at ptstn.net. And or you can just call the office, 423-543-0073, and we will put you in touch with the right people to get you the correct care that you need, whether it's through us or through one of our other affiliates that we work with.
There you go. One of our great sponsors, love promoting them. Again, the great folks at Physical Therapy Services, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. I'm glad he came. Always glad he comes by here and talks. Our buddy Jeff Birchfield, sports writer, got shorts on, so I know spring's here.
Ready to go, man.
Sure. You're not cold, seriously?
I'm seriously not cold.
Good night. So, and I don't have my turtleneck on like I used to when it's cold, but I ain't got shorts on because you probably don't want to see me in shorts. We'll leave that for the backyard. But see, he's tan, bronzed, I guess, your legs.
I've been working out a little bit.
There you go. So there you have it. So I always kind of gauge the weather by Birchfield. He's wearing shorts. I'm thinking, okay, spring's coming. It's okay. So, and he's here ready to talk NASCAR. Tyler Reddick wins it. 2 or 3 guys were right there to win it. Got away from him. Kozlowski and my guy Logano, who I think is going to win the championship, didn't get it done. So recap the Daytona 500, would you please?
Yeah, I mean, the Daytona 500, had different guys, comers and goers. You talked earlier about Kyle Busch, your guy, won the pole for the 500, and Chase Briscoe on the outside. But during the race, one of the big criticisms is still the fuel saving at the, drafting tracks, particularly Daytona and Talladega, where the Toyotas had the 3 lanes blocked and all the cars behind them. At the end of the race, you had, I think it's Carson Hocevar going into that last lap leading, and then typical of those drafting tracks, big wrecks there at the end. I do applaud NASCAR for letting them race back to the finish. Great run by, Tyler Reddick to get around Chase Elliott, and then the big wreck behind them, and also that ended up, giving Tyler Reddick his first win in the Daytona 500.
So grade the race. Every time I bring you in here and talk about the racing, so the Daytona 500, was it a sleeper? Was it exciting? Was it a ho-hummer? What do you think?
I'm not the biggest fan of those drafting tracks, other than this week they're going to Atlanta, which a little more in the driver's hands there. I give it a C. I mean, it wasn't a terrible race by any means. Always exciting finish there, but like I said, you had that one segment of the race where those guys are just trying to save fuel and they're backed up there.
So your top 10 went like this: Tyler Reddick, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Joey Logano, Chase Elliott, Brad Keselowski, Zane Smith, Chris Buescher, Riley Herbst, Josh Berry, and Bubba Wallace for the top 10. Let's go to Keselowski. He's driving with a broken leg, or he's on the backside of rehabbing a broken leg, but still, he talked about last week how painful it is to get in and out of the car. He's one of the taller drivers too, isn't he?
Yeah, he's probably 6'1", something like that, I would say. So he's one of the taller guys for sure.
So trying to crawl in and out of that window with a broken leg, he said the way you got to turn to get in, he said, man, the pain's excruciating, but he said, I'm going to do it, and he is doing it. He got real close. He had a shot to win it, didn't he?
He sure did. He had a great run and ended up getting blocked up top by Riley Herbst, who was who is Tyler Reddick's teammate along with Bubba Wallace. And then that ended up, of course, the, momentum that Herbst did was what allowed Tyler Reddick to get through. And just talking to Keselowski, one of the tallest. Tyler Reddick is probably the shortest guy there. He's probably only about 5'5" or so.
Wow, I didn't realize he was that tiny or that short. Logano finished third. That's who I picked to win the championship this year. I got Kyle Busch as the dark horse, or maybe it's vice versa. How did your guys do? So you picked Christopher Bell, and you picked
No, let's see, who was my dark horse pick? Let's see, for the but now we're talking more for the championship.
Yeah.
Christopher Bell, and then my dark horse pick was a guy named Tyler Reddick.
You're right. You did pick Reddick. So pretty good start.
Yeah, good start for sure. But now you can't judge a whole lot of Daytona and the drafting races, or one race, like you said, in general. It's a long season with 36 races.
You look down the backside, it didn't do well. Justin Allgaier, Tough Day, Austin Dillon, Chase Briscoe, Christopher Bell, these guys. Alex Bowman finished next to last. So how much do these drivers go, oh, gosh, we started Daytona? Does that set the tone for the year? It's like, that's behind us. We're going to Atlanta.
Yeah, I think with Daytona, it's not necessarily. I remember one year Tony Stewart won the championship. I think he finished dead last at Daytona. So, it's, like I said, it's a long season. I know everybody's like that in basketball and baseball as well, when they have a loss. It's, I guess, like college football used to always be where you have one loss could be really devastating, but even it now with the playoff systems changing, so, and especially though NASCAR 36 races, it's just one of 36.
Yep. Phil's Dream Pit's where we are, broadcasting live, talking to Jeff Birchfield, sports writer, Johnson City Press, Kingsport Times News. Truck race won by Chandler Smith. The O'Reilly Series race won by Austin Hill, his 15th career win. Is this guy an up-and-comer, Austin Hill?
Well, Austin Hill's getting a little age on him, but now I think his win was the most impressive of the weekend. It's his 4th win in the last 5 O'Reilly Series races, or it used to be Xfinity. Before that, Nationwide and Busch Series. But he 4th in the last 5 years at Daytona, and now we're going to his home track at Atlanta. If Chase Elliott could have hung on that last lap, a little interesting thing, you'd have had 3 Georgia drivers would have swept the weekend because, Chandler Smith from Georgia, Austin Hill, and obviously Chase's. All 3 of those guys are from Georgia.
It's a triple header this weekend in Atlanta. You got the truck race on Saturday afternoon, the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series race on Sunday about 5:30. Then the big boys will run on the Cup Series. I think it's 2:30 or 3 o'clock on Sunday in Atlanta. So talk about the Atlanta track. What's the personality of this track?
Probably has produced the best racing in the series, the last few years. It's like a 1.5-mile track, but it has the drafting characteristics like Atlanta, like Daytona and Talladega. Little difference is, though, with Atlanta being a little shorter and puts a little more in the driver's hands. Those cars get loose, so the drivers really have to do a good job at Atlanta or they can end up falling out, pretty easily.
So what's the problem in Atlanta? What do you run into? Transmissions, tires? What can go wrong? I know, like Darlington, it's the tires with the sand on the track, but what can get you in Atlanta?
Well, just the speeds are so fast at Atlanta. They're running like the same speeds you're talking Daytona and Talladega, but it's such a shorter track, But you combine that with, the possibility of getting involved in, quote-unquote, the big one like you do at those tracks.
We're live here again at Phil's Dream Pit talking to our buddy, obviously. Tomorrow will be a Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton, and today's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday we'll be at the Eagle Center Antique Store, and then Friday we'll be at Food City here in Gray. So, kicking off the weekend, who typically runs well in Atlanta, who typically does not?
Well, Chase Elliott, we just talked about him. It's his home track, and he always runs well there. Other guys who typically run well, the 2311 cars are usually pretty strong there at Atlanta. You have those. Ryan Blaney, it seems to be a good track for him. So Joey Logano, everybody talks about him being from Connecticut. But now when he was a teenager and all, he actually grew up in Atlanta and stuff. That's where he, first really became known to a lot of people in the NASCAR community because he raced those Legends cars down there at the same track where Mark Martin's son did.
So there you go. We're racing in Atlanta this weekend in Hamptons, Georgia, which is Metro Atlanta.
Yeah, it's probably a good 30, 45 minutes south of Atlanta, but I love that track. I've not actually been to a race since they reconfigured it, but, I've been to the track a few times just passing by and all, and a nice area down there.
It is. So should be a big crowd. I had a huge crowd at Daytona. Looking for a big crowd in Atlanta, so we're off and running for the 2026 NASCAR season. Switching gears, Buck basketball. He covers it for the Johnson City Press, Kingsport Times News. So what's Bucks are on the road this week, right?
On the road, they had a little bit of a disappointing loss against Samford on Saturday. All those conference games seems like, go down to the wire, and they had a chance to win the last position regulation. But once it went to overtime, Samford just dominated that. But now they bounce back, play at a tough place tomorrow night at Furman. I've covered games down there, Timmons Arena, which has now been renovated, so it's supposed to look a lot different. So when I was asking Coach Savage yesterday. He's like, well, we haven't played in the new place, but I mean, regardless, I know that's going to be a really tough atmosphere. And then they play Saturday at UNC Greensboro. So these are two big games. Number one, if they can win, they'll beat the win total of the last 2 years. It'll be their 20th win. They've won 19 each of the last 2 years. And number two, if they could sweep the weekend, that'll give them at least a share of the Southern Conference title. So be cool if they were able to wrap that up, this week.
Tournament's not that far away either.
No, tournament's like, I think it's March 6th through the 9th at Asheville and stuff. So
Asheville Civic Center.
Yeah, Asheville Civic Center or the Harris Cherokee, not casino, Harris Cherokee
Convention Center,
Convention Center, something.
It's a great arena. It's a great basketball arena. I know that. Back in the day, we did the Bucks. I guess it's still the same. I don't know if they renovated inside or not, but it's a cool basketball place. So that's good. So the Bucks are playing excellent basketball, and they go to Furman
Wednesday night. It's 6:30 tomorrow. So
you going to follow them?
I was thinking about going down there, but I've actually got some things here that I need to take care of. So I'll stay here in Johnson City. Actually.
What else going on right now? What are you working on?
Well, we got high school basketball playoffs, as you know. We're getting ready to start. I know some of the leagues haven't released and I guess the League Elizabethans can't actually release it until Wednesday, till the games are over.
Yep.
But, those are coming up, the girls on Friday, and then Saturday, will be the boys, and got all the other schools as well. I know there's tournaments, Westridge hosting one. I think the big schools are down in Morristown. I think I was trying to remember where the 3As, where is it at?
East.
It's Sullivan East, and then Happy Valley, I think, is hosting the 1A. And then, of course, we also cover a little bit of Region 2 there with Cherokee and Volunteer. So
2A's at Westridge, I think.
Yeah, that's one at Westridge, which Unicoi County's team, we cover obviously in it.
So that's what you've got coming up in basketball. The guys and the girls start. It's here. Of course, spring sports getting ready to roll out with baseball, track and field, boys and girls tennis, boys soccer, and softball. Getting ready
to cover the first ETSU series over the weekend. So they won, their season opener and then ended up sweeping the series. So, and then they play later today at Virginia Tech.
Mm-hmm. There you go. So it's that time we're overlapping sports, going in from the winter sports to the spring sports, and so, which is good. He's wearing shorts, tells me warm weather's coming. So he's more accurate than Groundhog Day. So when he's wearing shorts, I guess I'll just call you a big old groundhog. Good.
I guess so.
See, he's not Punxsutawney Phil. He's Birchfield. That's all I need to know. And so he's got his shorts on, which means warm weather's a coming. So what sport do you like to cover? What is it you cover NASCAR? You get excited about covering the Bucks? What do you like to cover?
Well, I mean, I've always been racing's obviously my number one thing, and one thing I forgot to mention is coming up this weekend is the Kingsport Speedway Mall Show. It's great for it's just a great event for the parents to take their kids out. A lot of times, some of the drivers will let the little kids sit inside their cars.
Yep.
And, all kinds of stuff they'll hand out, little candy and things like that to them, and then those hero cards. So it's just a great event out there at the mall at Johnson City. So. Takes place all day on Saturday, but I mean, racing's always been my favorite. But I mean, I love the variety of sports I get to cover. I guess I'd always been more of a basketball and football fan, but older I get, I enjoy baseball a whole lot.
Yep.
Just the pace of it and all that. And then, I've always enjoyed. And I'm usually the guy around here, the boxing and MMA guys. Will always contact to do previews of their stuff as well. And I've always enjoyed boxing. I guess I grew up in that era where you had Muhammad Ali and George Foreman and Ken Norton and Joe Frazier and Larry Holmes and, those type guys.
Smoking Joe.
Oh, yeah. He had that great left hook
and
stuff.
Man, he could pound it.
You could argue he or Tyson had probably the best left hook of any guys. But I always thought, and I know this is controversial because everybody loved Tyson, but I always thought Holyfield would have beat him even if they'd fought earlier and stuff, because just Evander, he was so tough back in the day.
So this is going to be a really goofy question. If you had to go in the ring and have one person you never want to get hit from because of the power they bring, who was the one person just watching you think, I don't want to ever get hit by this guy. Who
Well,
would it be?
from what those guys always said with the heavyweights is George Foreman, you know, even though Ali beat him back in '74 using the rope-a-dope, but, you know, it was, you know, you definitely wouldn't want to get hit in the face with the George Foreman, you know, right cross or whatever, for
Yep.
sure.
I've read that on several guys. Said, man, he hit you. Holy smokes. It's like getting hit by a brick wall.
Yeah,
So,
Holyfield was saying he thought he had knocked his teeth out when he got hit by, you know, so.
the late George Foreman. Wow. All right. You hungry?
Yeah, definitely.
Yep. So the race this weekend in Atlanta, getting close to Bristol Motor Speedway. Spring race, it's back, let's see, it's nighttime, is that correct? Nighttime race, back on concrete, right?
Yeah, we love Bristol Motor Speedway, Food City 500 weekend.
Amen.
Looking forward to it.
Amen. No more dirt. We're back on the concrete, ready to roll, right?
That's what we enjoy, you know. That's what the race fans, you know, you want with, as they say, it's Bristol, baby.
It's
but
Bristol,
it's,
baby. Yep.
you know, just all kinds of excitement and with the new horsepower package and all that and the difference in the tires. Hopefully the racing will be a lot more competitive than last spring.
Yeah, wasn't much last spring. I had you on the show after. He said, man, what a bummer. It's disappointing. So hopefully they'll be beating and banging like they used to in Bristol. And so it's coming. The weekend date is when? Race weekend is when?
April I can't think of it off the top of my head. I think it's, I hate to say the wrong date on that. But anyway, you know, we were talking, sometimes you do get a bummer, and that happens in all sports. I mean, the last two Super Bowls we watched, I mean, neither one of them were really worth a hoot either, you know. So it's, you know, sometimes you get great classic games, and then sometimes, you know, get blowouts. So, and that's the same way in NASCAR, you know, sometimes the last lap pass or last corner pass, and sometimes the guy will dominate. April 12th.
April 12th at 3 o'clock. Afternoon race, Bristol on Sunday.
I always like that because I'm not having to fight deadline as much,
Yep.
for sure.
Plus, I don't know, just night race is a night race, and keep the spring race in the daytime, and they are 3 o'clock on April the 12th. The Food City 500. So, get you some lunch. Sir, what are we gonna get?
I usually like their pulled pork, pulled chicken, ribs. I'd get it all if they'd let me,
There
but
you
I've
go.
usually will just get a couple of those, and then like the hash brown casserole or the beans are always good. Everything here I've gotten is
You
good.
got it. It's never nothing bad here at Phil's Dream Pit. All right, quick break. We'll be right back. Jeff Birchfield, sports writer, Johnson City Press, Kingsport Times News. Insurance. How can you help us with auto insurance?
Well, one of the things Horace Mann was started for, Tom, back in 1945 was to provide auto insurance for educators. They came up with the idea that if we could put a group of school teachers together in one company, you know, their cars would sit in a parking lot for 10, 12 hours a day. Friday and Saturday nights they're home grading papers. They're all college educated. They have a tendency to be better drivers because they set an example for their students. And knowing all those things, we'd probably have less claims. And so we're able to offer better insurance rates because of that.
And so, if you're a teacher, an educator, you want to come here and get a quote because of that, your quotes and your rates are typically better than other folks, right?
That's right. And we also do a couple other things for educators. If they were to get into an accident while they're on school business, we don't have a deductible on that, Tom. They won't have to pay a deductible. If somebody vandalizes their car while it's on school property, they don't pay a deductible for that. If they get into an accident on school property, we waive the deductible. If they get into an accident with another Horace Mann agent or a Horace Mann client, they're going to not have to pay a deductible also.
It's good stuff. So if you need more information, go to social media or give him a call. How can we get a hold of you and find out more?
Yeah, you can just call me here at the office at 543-0059 or go to horacemann.com on the internet, and you'll be able to find our office here.
There you go. One of our great sponsors here on the Tom Douglas Sports Show and Cyclone Sports, the good folks right here at Rick Walters, Horace Mann Insurance. On our buddy Joseph Taylor, Ivy Hall Nursing Home. What's going on at Ivy Hall right now?
Yes, sir. Ivy Hall, we're accepting long-term or short-term admissions. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, all insurances. We'd love to have you. You come out, you need some rehab, we'd love to help you. We got private rooms for rehab people. We can get you in, take care of you, send you home, and the food is absolutely out of this world.
Types of rehab you guys do?
Yes, sir. We have physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, respiratory therapy, and like I said, short-term or long-term residents. Yes, sir.
Yep. You also are looking for help.
Yes. I'm looking for RNs, LPNs, CNAs. If you want to be a housekeeper, laundry, kitchen, we're hiring. All departments are hiring at Ivy Hall.
Ivy Hall Nursing Home. Social media, how do we find you?
Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Facebook, or ivyhallnursinghome.com is where you go to fill out an application to work.
Love promoting these folks right here on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. It is the one and only right here in Elizabethton, Ivy Hall Nursing Home.
Hi, this is Big Country, and you're watching my buddy Tom Taylor and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Millions of dollars of furniture in stock right now. Are you tired of hearing what you want is sold out? We have the largest selection of in-stock furniture in the area. We receive truckloads every day of special buys ready for you to pick up today or have delivered. Come get your new furniture at Cannon's Furniture in downtown Elizabethton.
Been a fast show. Top 25 college basketball tonight as we wrap this thing up. Again, it's a big one. Top-ranked Michigan will be at number 7, Purdue tonight. Other top 25 basketball will be, 12th ranked Florida hosting South Carolina. 16th ranked North Carolina. The Tar Heels go to Raleigh to battle NC State. 21st ranked Louisville will be at SMU tonight. Miami of Ohio, the only unbeaten team still left in college basketball. Number 22 in the country. They'll be on the road at UMass tonight. So see if the Minutemen can knock them off. Number 18, St. Louis will be at Rhode Island. That's their goal, by the way. Of course, the Red Hawks want to go in and win that thing. 18th ranked St. Louis will be at Rhode Island. 15th ranked Michigan State. The Sparties hosting UCLA tonight. 24th ranked Wisconsin will be on the road in Columbus to battle Ohio State. 9th ranked Nebraska on the road in the Big Ten at Iowa tonight. And 13th ranked Texas Tech, the Red Raiders, will be at Arizona State tonight. A men's top 25 college basketball. Tennessee tomorrow night, and then the Lady Vols on Thursday. So we're due to be at Daniel Boone tomorrow night. We're waiting for see if that's going to happen, and so we'll see if that's the case. We'll be there tomorrow night. Hey, we're out of time. We sincerely thank you for yours. Let's wrap it up and give you the verse today. We always dedicate our show to the man who hung on the cross. It's all about him. It's all about him. It's real simple. And so let's see what we got here. The verse today is Isaiah 12:2 says, "Surely God is my salvation. I will trust and not be afraid. The Lord is my strength and my song. He has become my salvation." No matter what we're dealing with, we need to believe that we will make it through the day, and God will carry us until the day is done. Amen. Remember, God doesn't expect the impossible from us. He wants us to expect the impossible from him. Good way to end it. Thanks again for Michaela Miller being with us from right here at Fields. Also, thanks to Jeff Birchfield, sports writer, Johnson City Press, Kingsport Times News, and also Brian Moore, the voice of the Westridge Wolves. Appreciate those guys very, very much, and lady. Tomorrow will be at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. Mr. Baseball joins us tomorrow. Greg Salyer. Also going to be joined tomorrow by Andrew Smith, sports writer from the Johnson City Press. And got other guys lined up. Can't remember who it is. Got other folks lined up. Leslie's going to be there tomorrow, too. So got folks lined up ready to go tomorrow for show number 2449 tomorrow from Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth. Until then, for the folks here at Phil's Dream Pit, Eastern Star exit of Interstate 26. Again, where we tell you, the quest for perfect barbecue, that's their motto. That's their slogan, and that's what they do, and they do it well. Again, that is, the quest for perfect barbecue. Right here, 349-6437 is the phone number to call. Phil'sDreamPit.com is the website. Here it is. If you're planning a party, get together, need some quotes, some pricing, need some catering, these folks will do it for you and do it well. And also the food truck. Got the Phil's Dream Pit food truck back, 2 food trucks now out on the road. So you can check that out on the website as well. Thanks for watching the show. Back with you tomorrow from Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. As we tell you, as always, bloom where you plant it and win or lose, big at sport. Thanks for watching show number 2449 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show, live today at Phil's Dream Pit, here again in